What's up, everybody? Happy Friday and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am super duper duper excited to have you here for real. Like, seriously, what a vibe. What a freaking vibe. And you guys, I am just getting started. So let's go. Let's fucking go. All right. Okay, so we see that the market is heavy right now. It is heavy. The SPY is heavy. I was actually just on, Trump is supposed to give a speech or something, and there is people just trolling in that chat group, and I was just like, yeah, okay, nope. Instead, you know what I'm doing? I am buying some of these delicious dips. Yeah, like, for real, you guys, do not follow or listen to those driven by fear. How often does this hold you back in your experience from attracting more money, from creating more freedom? Because here's the truth, scared people stay broke for a reason, all right? And they also, when you are driven by fear, then you're going to sit on the sidelines a lot more. You're going to be terrified of losing money, and you're not going to see as much profits as you could in the market if you just decided that you weren't going to let fear drive your trading decisions and your emotions. All right. So seriously, since I started, I've gotten a lot better at this, and I've gotten a lot better at knowing what is FUD. What is FUD? And not allowing myself to be driven by that, not following that. Do not, seriously, stop following and listening to people who are driven by FUD. Yes, it's good to have a level of logic, right? Like, oh, the truth is the SPY is dumping right now. The truth is we have seen crypto up and down. So, it goes up and down all the time, but this is the market. This is the market, and you have to be able to regulate your nervous system and expand your capacity to be able to hold more money and also to hold more of the red. All right, so let's be real. When you are investing in some of these longer term investments, and the market is dipping or dumping, then you're going to be red temporarily. And you have to be able to master your energy and your emotions in that. Because I know that everything is going to go higher over time. The things that I am in, because I believe in the things that I'm in. And also because I'm scaling consistent profits with the day and momentum trades. So this is why having a diversified strategy to your approach to expanding in the market is so valuable. Because if you're just putting all your eggs in one basket, or you're not trying the day and momentum trading, and you're holding all of your money in just long-term investments, like, you are missing out on a ton of opportunities to profit. And for me, it has actually supported me to hold more money in these longer term trades when things are dumping, instead of taking the loss. Because here's the truth. It is not a loss until you take it as a loss. It's not a loss until you sell it, right? So of course you got to manage your risk. And also, scared money doesn't make money. We've heard this a million times, and I fully believe in this. Scared money doesn't make money. When you are trading strategically, and when you are detaching your negative emotions from what is happening in the short term, what the market's doing in the short term, you're following all these people spitting out FUD, radiating fear. Guess what? A lot of these fucking people, they're waiting for you to sell so that they can buy your shares. They're waiting for you to sell. They're like, yeah, let's take it down more so I can get in lower, right? And here's the truth, like, you get better the more you practice and you play, and sometimes you're going to get in late, right? You're going to get in, and then shit's going to dump, and then you're going to have to wait for it to reverse and come back. Now, this is with the longer term investments. With the day and the momentum trades, you do not want to hold on to these unless you are leaving some runners, right? You want to scale your profits. You want to possibly leave some runners. We saw that with BTOG today, BTOG and GV. GV's been running like all week. And BTOG, I was in as the market was opening, it dipped. I was holding. I was like, you know, because you have to have a risk tolerance. So it's like, do not allow it to go past a certain level of what you are not willing to lose on that specific trade, right? So you get better at managing your risk, right? You got to really have a tight risk tolerance as you build confidence and as you scale more profits in the market. And then it's going to naturally expand. So I'm watching it. I have a feeling about this one. I have that intuition. And another piece of this is educated intuition, you guys. You are going to feel it more as you continue to show up and practice and stay consistent, patient, and very committed to what it is you desire to build in the market. So expanding your wealth on your own terms, creating more freedom for your life, having a fucking blast doing this. This is all the vibe in my space, okay? So BTOG, I just had a feeling about this one. I'm like, oh, let's go, right? And boom, we saw it fly. And I had scalped my profits and I had completely gotten out, and then it went higher. And here's another thing, you guys, do not FOMO. Seriously, stop FOMO-ing because you already know the next runner is on the way. The next runner is already on the way, right? It's Friday. People are taking profits. Shit's dumping. It's Friday. And you guys, a turnaround is near. A turnaround is near. Stop. Once again, do not allow yourself to be driven by FUD. All right? Who are you? Okay, seriously, here's a good thing to consider and to remember. Remember the last run. The last run, January 6th, the market was like flying, right? And you probably scaled a bunch of profits then, and then things started to dip, right? But I want you to remember, same with the last crypto run, when Bitcoin was 110K, right? What did you wish that would have been reality then? That you would have had more. That you would have had more crypto, that you would have had more of these large cap stocks. Even with the day in momentum trades, you're gonna want more every time it runs. You're gonna want more, right? So you have to be that version of yourself when the market is dipping, when things are overall bearish, the SPY is heavy. You would be eating up some of these delicious dips. You'd be buying more because you know the next run is already on the way, right? So I want you to focus on the long-term game. Stop being so driven by the short term. The market's going to do whatever it wants in the short term. All you can do is decide how much money that you want to hold in longer term investments, choosing the companies that you believe that are going to keep going higher over time, long term, not just today, not just next week, 1 year from now. What is it going to be 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, right, you guys? And then the day in momentum plays, you're trading the momentum, you're trading the volume, you're trading the specific catalysts, and you're trading the chart. Most importantly, you're trading the chart, and you're scaling profits when you see them, and you're leaving some runners. Because if it continues to go higher, awesome. It's great, because then you just get more profits. And if it dumps, it doesn't matter, because you've already scaled profits and you can just get out if it gets close to your average, right? So once again, I know things are dipping right now. I know, and it can be uncomfortable as you're expanding your capacity to hold more money, to play with more money, to not be so reactionary, right? Like, the biggest thing that I really want you to take away from this video today is, if you're feeling emotional, if you feel it coming on, you're watching it, it's going down, but it's one of your large caps or your longer term holds, I want you to just take a break. Go plug your phone in the charger and go for a run. Work out. Do whatever you got to do to manage your emotions and your energy behind the scenes, and then come back and be like, oh, I guess I want to buy some more. I guess I want to buy some more for the next run, right? Or maybe you just want to take the small loss on it. Maybe it's it's something that you were holding on to a little bit too long and you were getting a little attached. And it's one of those trades where you don't want to hold long term and you don't really fully trust it yet or anything like that. Then just take the small loss. Just take the small loss and get out and just move on. Just move on to the next runner. Because the next runner is already on the way. Once again, the next run is already on the way, you guys. Remember the last crypto run when you wanted more. Remember the last time the market was super bullish and everything was freaking flying and you wanted more. Be that version of yourself now when things are dipping, even when it's uncomfortable, even when there's a bunch of people radiating FUD. You got to be stronger than that. You got to know that you got this and that you are only becoming better. You're only getting better the more you practice, the more you play, and the more you regulate your nervous system within the market as you do so. This is the magic. This is why how I teach the market is so different from anybody out there, because I am focused on the embodiment piece of doing this from a space of a regulated nervous system and not getting all hijacked all the time and being driven by your emotions and fear. Instead, abundance, overflow, pleasure, and money. Continuing to receive more money in the short term and the long term, knowing that more is already on the way, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm super happy. Leave me a comment. Like, I'm happy to engage with you back. And I will see you all in the next video. Happy Friday, everybody. Bye.